Bailey, your time at Sunderland AFC has come to an end, an incredibly special period in your career.
Yeah, it's been a club I've loved my time here. Had some incredible experiences with some great people. So from the moment I come here on loan to I guess today, it's been a journey that I've enjoyed. Yeah, it's always emotional, but yeah, fond memories of the place for sure.
What was it like walking through the doors this morning? Like you said, so many memories, so many good people, so many friendships. It must have been strange walking in then that was the last time you'd do it as a Sunderland player.
Yeah, sometimes you don't process things like that. You just, I guess it's your job at the end of the day, and things can change quickly in football. Like I said, I've been here for a number of years now, met some great people, and you always look at the positives of, when you enjoy your time somewhere, it's extra special. Friendships with people, which is always great. So it does feel weird. As a club heading in a good direction, in the right direction, there's some really good people here, good young group of talented players. So there's a lot to be excited about, and I'll still be a fan from afar, following the club. Yeah, a lot to take in really.
You joined in January 2020. It was only a 6-month loan. Did you expect to go on the journey with the club that you have?
When I think back to going on loan, just the way it felt and coming here first of all as a club, you felt how big the club was and how grateful you are to get the opportunity to play for a club like Sunderland. So once I had that taste, I always knew Sunderland were a big club, but once you have the taste and you're in the building and you're around the place and you get to know people, it's got a different feel. You sort of feel that connection and pride and honour to represent the club and badge. So I had the taste before I signed permanently, and I look back on it, and it's been a journey that it's been incredible, from Wembley, which everyone will remember, to the lows, of missing out on playoffs, missing, losing in the semis and stuff like that. But I wouldn't change a thing for everything I've experienced. It's been great. Wembley will always be remembered, and my family have loved living up here.
What's it been like for you as you've become a father? This is a club, isn't it, that beyond the field, beyond what you experience as a player, this is somewhere that you're never going to forget. Let's talk about your teammates.
Yeah.
Big, different group of players, a real mix in there. Tell us about the players that you'll remember most.
So many characters in the dressing room, great group of boys. Yeah, some real characters. Over my time, I've come across some really good lads and some top players. So to have shared the dressing room with a special group of lads is always makes it more enjoyable. And like I said before, a lot of young boys, really exciting futures ahead of them. Like I said, the club's heading in the right direction, so I'll be the biggest supporter from afar for sure. I won't single out anyone individually who obviously there's too many. I've got a lot of good relationships with players and staff in the building, so always makes it more tough when you decide to leave. But yeah, nice to have created those relationships.
And you touched on Wembley. I think I know the answer to this question, but best moment if you could pick one.
Wembley's obviously high up on the list. Just the whole experience that day, and the playoffs with Sheffield Wednesday and the way we did it, the run we went on to do that. Everything's incredible. But if there's anything I could highlight outside of that, doing well in the Carabao Cup and playing against Arsenal. I thought we did really well against them, even though the scoreline might not suggest that. But I felt like the club was starting to get a taste of, I guess, the good old days in many ways. And you felt like we could mix it with the best. Belief was growing, and then obviously, since then things have gone from strength to strength. We won the Papa Johns, which a lot of people kind of forget about because no one was there to watch it. Obviously I didn't play, but just being part of the group and experienced a lot of those good memories. But yeah, just I guess having the pleasure of working here every day has always been a highlight.
One thing you've always spoken about when you were here as standards, it was, as soon as you walked through the door, it was the need to be professional, the need to maintain that quality on a day-to-day basis, whether you're a player, whether you work in performance, whatever you do at the football club, you had a role to play. Is the proudest thing for you knowing that when you came into the club compared to it is now, you've taken it on that journey and played your part?
Yeah, I think, wherever you go as an individual, as a player, profession, any jobs we all do, you want to try leave an impression and leave the place in a better place, I guess, than how you found it. And we all have a different role to play in that, and you want to have an enjoyable place to come and work every day where you can thrive, everyone around you can thrive, standards are pushed, you push from your comfort zone in the right way, and I certainly feel part of a group of people that have done that and helped push the club in the right direction. I think ultimately it's the club and the whole that have done it. There's a lot of individuals that back that up. This club is always going to eventually head back in the right way, although you can't just assume that. There's been a lot of work put in to actually make that happen, that a lot of it goes unrecognised, and that goes from people around the building behind the scenes and a lot of what happens in the dressing room. We have a real good core of senior boys and young players that they come here and they're hungry for success and to build their careers and do things like win at Wembley and get promoted. And last season, lads took it right to the playoffs, losing to Luton, who go on to get promoted. So, like I said, the club's on a trajectory like that, and it's exciting to see. It's great to be part of. It's much more exciting, I guess, than previous years when, in many ways it was League One and looking at a new season there. It's looking at a team being built for promotion to the Premier League now. So to be part of a group that's helped shift that, I'll always remember for sure. But I think I'll try to do that. Try to play my part more than just on the pitch. It's off the pitch too, wherever I go.
I know you don't want to talk about individuals, but you have become a bit of a cult hero online. Whenever you arrive at any type of location, whether it's the training ground, whether it's the stadium, you'll miss Kev, won't you, the video producer? Yeah. Unfortunately not here today either.
I know Kevy's here. But no, like I said, me and Kev, he's a great guy, as all you guys are, and a lot of good people here. So it's nice to, I guess, have a bit of a relationship with the fan base as well. Being an Aussie, it's always something a bit different. But I've loved it. It's a special place to be.
And you mentioned the fans. We couldn't stop and end without talking about them. Like you said, an incredibly special relationship that you've got with them. What's your message to them as you head for pastures new?
Just thank you for the support from day one I come to the club. It was one of the reasons why I wanted to come back, when you feel welcomed and valued and part of something. And for people that talk about this club that are part of it, who aren't part of it, I think the first thing they talk about is the fan base and the support and how nuts everyone is up here for the football club. And you certainly feel that. You feel the highs and you feel the lows with them. And that's been like having the pressure of an expectation of performing and winning every week is something you can't take for granted. It's you don't get that a lot, I don't think, at a lot of clubs, and that's what I think makes this place unique and special, that you could be playing a pre-season friendly against Real Madrid and they'd expect you to win it. That doesn't come around often, and it's pretty special when you get that, because it's literally everything's on the line every game. And I think the boys feed off that, and I think if you've seen the way the club's moving, how the relationships from players to fans match up, it's special. So just hope that they continue to enjoy the years ahead and get much more success and keep filling out that stadium.